Dave Scott, Hub Media, back with another Leon's charity chat. And today I'm joined by Gail Catherwood, who for 23 years has been involved with the CIBC Run for the Cure, which is coming Sunday, October 1st. Gail, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you, Dave. Thanks. No problem at all.
It's always fun to talk to you because off air, me and you were catching up and talking about some of the great stories in the past. And I really want to take a minute before you give us all the stuff that's going to happen with this year's run. Just talk about 23 years of doing it. I mean, that's incredible. Thank you for doing it.
Well, certainly the first year was an experience. We just truly didn't know what we were in for, and a lot of it wasn't electronically done. It was all manually done. So, you had to get posters out, my goodness, and you had to get all these applications out. And there wasn't a lot of help. They truly didn't think we were going to be able to make it happen. But we did. And I remember that first year we raised $25,000 and I thought the world was coming to an end. I mean, wow, and of course we grew as the time went on. But yeah, it was certainly an experience, that's for sure.
Has the run become sort of a family affair? I mean, there's so many folks, ladies that have struggled with breast cancer over the years, and you see so many reoccurring faces at the run. Mm-hmm. It must be fun for you to see those faces every year.
Well, and not just for the people that participate, but the people that put it on. I'm lucky enough to come from a large family, and so everybody comes to help out, and as the years goes on and, things happen, other people have come on. So I've had some of the same committee members for 20 years. They just know that's the time. This is what Gail's going to ask me to do. And we've done it so much that we might be complacent with it, but we certainly get the job done. And you don't have to ask them to do it. They know what their job is. And that's a great thing when you're heading up an organization. I'm not a big babysitter. I'm going to tell you what to do and then you get it done. I don't have time for that, but so that part of it's great too, because I've made some terrific friends that way. I've been able to stay with co-workers because CIBC was very much involved in this right from the start. Even though I'm no longer with CIBC because of retirement, they still come out, they still support it. So, I couldn't be more pleased about that sort of thing too.
In 23 years, you've probably heard a lot of personal stories and how that run has helped them. Do you have any you want to share? Like, is there moments where you're just like, wow, this is so powerful?
Yeah, well, on the very first year, I can remember a friend of mine that we used to all go to church together. She was in the hospital and she couldn't come out, but her whole family did. And a very large contingent of people came out to support her, because that was one way they could do something for her, She died, either it was the next day or the day after, but I always remember when she passed because it was on during the run day. So there's all kinds of stories like that. Georgette Chesquire, I don't know whether you know her or not, but she's been around for a long time, just passed away last year. And she was one of the ones that I brought the run for because I said, I'm going to bring this to the Simcoe and you are going to walk it. You're just not going to give me the money for it. So she religiously was there if she had to sit by the sidelines or whatever, but she knew every year she was going to be there. And she was a miracle to live as long as she did with as many types of cancer that she had. So, Larry Dawson, I got him involved as the town crier. Why not get Larry in this one, right? And so he come all dressed. He just loved that, town crier. So that was just the year before he passed. He was finished, but I had asked him to, I don't know why I'm thinking of this today, but I had asked him if he would like to dress as a woman to be the mascot. And he goes, of course I would. Let's do this, So we were just going to go all hilt on this. Like they just go nuts in Toronto when I tell them what's happening down here. But anyways, his wife ends up getting breast cancer just before it was going to happen. So but true to form, he said, Harriet wants me to walk with her. And I don't think I should as a woman. I said, I totally appreciate that, Larry. You go ahead and walk with Harriet. So, there's, it's not always, well, there's Ann Deming is one. And this will be the last one I'm going to tell you about. Ann Deming, her husband's name is Glenn. They worked out at Hydro, and she was the assistant to the head of hydro out in Toronto, out in Nanticoke. And that company, oh my goodness, they got behind her 110%. I think that company alone, that team raised over $100,000 one year. Just amazing. It's just amazing. They all were there. They were all in uniform. It was just amazing. I mean, for her to see that behind her was, it was very, very emotional time. But yeah, she had 5 occurrences of breast cancer. So they were very, very supportive of her, and it certainly made for a terrific run, but a great thing for her family to see that kind of support from who they work with.
That's excellent. I mean, those types of stories resonate with everybody, and it's thank you for sharing them. I really appreciate that, because it really gives us a sense of what the Run for the Cure is all about in Simcoe.
Yeah.
Can you give us first of all a quick shout out to our friend Randy Hummel, who's always
Absolutely.
there too as well.
My
Gotta
goodness,
love Randy.
Randy's now, you see, he's one of these guys, you just know he's there in his pink suit. He's ready. He's ready.
Yeah, we do a little show, me and Randy, and he's always you always come up. We're gonna have to get you on one of his shows, because he's always talking about what Gail's up to, right? So it's kind of cool that you guys. And he said he gets that value of community in the sense of it, and I really appreciate that about Randy.
Yeah, he sure is. He's a great guy. Great guy.
Talk about this year's run. Let's get some details, and how can people get involved?
Yeah, but once COVID hit, of course, we were down for a couple of years. So last year, when I had to start things up again, I thought, there's and virtually, not just or in person, not virtually. I thought, I doubt if the school is going to allow us to go inside. So I thought, why am I going through all of that heartache to get that done? And I know the Terry Fox Run has done it up here at the ballpark. And so I thought, what the heck? Why not? Let's try that as well. So, and especially to be able to go through our great trails, not have to worry about traffic so much. I mean, why am I, busting my buns here? This is crazy, right? So anyway, that's why we do it at the ballpark, or we are doing it at the ballpark. It's a great facility. It has all of the attachments to the trails that we need. And yeah, October the 1st, we're going to be starting that. We have superheroes coming out again this year. People love to see those kids from Brantford. They come down, they tracked me down. It was so funny. A couple of, more than a few years ago now, and said, we'd love to come down to the run in costume, right? So these guys show up. What the heck, sure enough. So I got a hold of them. They said, absolutely, Gail will be there. And so, that's kind of how it goes. But, we're downplaying it a little bit, doing a little more low key. So much I'm not worrying about the little things. It's just get the job done and have something there for people to drink, to eat, and let's have some fun. Let's have some great memories, or make some memories to come. So that's kind of how it goes this year.
Can they register the day of? Do they need to go online to register? What's the best?
Well, because again of what's happened in the past few years, they didn't want any cash on site.
Right. So,
and we people abided by that last year. We had very, very, very few people come to register the day of. They did it all online, which, in this community, we were known as the paper base right across Canada. We had more paper with our run than any other site, because we just didn't have the ability. So, I'll hang my hat on that one. But we certainly come a long ways from that. And so people can do it all online and not have to worry about that sort of thing. Just come and enjoy the day. And
it's, like you said, it's Sunday, October 1st.
Yeah.
At Davis Street, at 75 Davis Street, the ballpark, 7 a.m. till noon. They can go to the CIBC Run for the Cure website. It's easy enough to find. Click on the Simcoe link. I think you guys even have interactive maps there to show the course, possibly.
Yes. Yep.
And there's an email here too, I want to give out. It's Simcoe rftc@cancer.ca. I think that would probably go to you, I would imagine. But that can, if people require more information. And it's just such a great, I like that you told when we were talking that it's a community day. It's become that. Oh. It's that, you called it a reunion, right? I mean, it really is, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, it's we have the Walls of Hope where people have signed on previously. People will go and check them out to see their name from previous years. We're doing a little different. Well, the Wall of Hope will be there, but we're going to be doing a little different things with the Survivor tent, and of course Barbie's very pink, so we're going to do a little Barbie And that's not me. That's Randy. Randy will be
I was just
Barbie.
going to say, Randy's the Ken, isn't he? Randy's the
We're
Ken.
doing our fashion show on September the 12th at the German Hall in Delhi. And I'm telling you, talk about a family reunion. We haven't been able to do that since 19. And that's been a long time, 15, 16 years. And Randy's our DJ there. He's always dressed appropriately, of course. But we have over 300 women. I printed the tickets in March, and I couldn't believe how many people have run to get those tickets. Chicken and cabbage rolls does strange things to women. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is. But we did a smaller fashion show with Reitman's and Northern Reflections at the mall there, Giant Tiger Mall. And we had two shows because, of course, we couldn't get that many people in. But every single woman, they came from Ancaster and Woodstock. They said, "Are we not getting chicken and cabbage rolls?" I said, "Not this year, but I promise you next year." So yeah, we're doing it again, and Randy's very much a part of that. And that is a great reunion. We have survivors as models, and it's the same survivors every year coming out. And and the ones that are no longer here that can't, they certainly are remembered that day of the fun we've had with them in the past. So yeah, I guess it's all about family, friends, and making the most of a bad situation, right? So.
I got to thank you for doing this. I know I'm keeping you long today, but thanks for taking the time and talking to me about the CIBC Run for the Cure that's coming to Simcoe. That's October 1st, Sunday, October 1st, 7 a.m. till noon, 75 Davis Street at the ballpark. Shout out to Leon's. Thank you for sponsoring the charity chat today. And Gail, thanks for taking the time. I really appreciate it.
It's great to see you, Dave. Next time in person.
All right.